Hi guys, good day and welcome to Game Day Preview on Elegbete TV Sports YouTube channel. Due to popular demand, you guys asked me to do something for Saturdays and Sundays. We've agreed to do that. Let's hope that it runs well. You know that I've not been pretty much consistent even on the radio because of the movie that was the documentary that was shooting. So I've been traveling. Today I'm in Cameroon, tomorrow I'm in Romania, next day I'm in Abuja. Pretty much soon I'll be in Ghana for the Nigerian-Ghana game, and then I'll be cutting across Europe depending on how the visa process goes. So I mean, as I travel, I will try as much as I can, as best as I can, to also relate to you guys on that front. So I would give it my best shot to do all the things that I need to do. But having said that, I just want you guys to know that I carry you guys in my heart as I travel everywhere that I go. Okay, so I'm going to pick a few games. I can't touch on every game that is going on. I'm going to give my prediction. I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. But there are just a few games that I'll make as the highlights of my conversation today. And one of them is the Manchester United versus Southampton game. A year and 10 days ago today, Manchester United massacred Southampton by 9-0. The reverse fixture ended 1-1, and lately it's not been easy. Manchester United have not been consistent, and Southampton are the second most informed team in the Premier League currently. So it's going to be pretty much difficult, but I'll touch base on all of that one and every other game. Before I continue on this talk, I want to say massive shout out to Jude Odio Igalo for what he did in support of the fundraising that we're making for one of our own, Emmanuel Sebastian, who's always with me on Tuesday on the Sports Buffet. While we were in Cameroon, trying to cover the Super Eagles, Emmanuel Sebastian was there. Very, very terrible fire incident happened where his mom and his dad and his siblings were staying, and their whole house was burnt to rubble, and there was nothing. If you check the channel, there is a video about it on the channel. The only thing they have is the clothes that they have on their back, unfortunately, and the family is scattered across different family members' houses and all that. When you have girls, I have a daughter that is going to be 8 years somewhere in May, on the 26th of May, and even at the age of 7, she already have her privacy and all that. So I'm wondering, grown-up girls, fully formed girls, having to live with grandma in a very small one-room apartment and all that, and families scattered across. It's not what anybody wish for. So we're raising fund, and Odio Igalo blessed the fundraising with 200,000 naira. So please, if you guys get in on his Twitter or on Instagram page, help us to thank him. It's not easy to release money for things that you did not budget for. So massive thank you and shout out to Odio Igalo. Having said that, let's go on with the games that are going to go down today. My name once again is Edafi Matthew. So you love to comment in the Elegbete One of Sports. And to add to this, that we'll be doing on Saturdays and on Sundays before the games, there is also the game day review, where we review all the games that have gone down. But that's going to be a live show. So it's a live streaming later tonight from 11 p.m. Nigerian time, and it's going to last between 60 to 90 minutes. 90 minutes is football time. It's going to last between 60 to 90 minutes, depends on what the audience want, but minimum 60 minutes, maximum 90 minutes. What that means is we'll take turn to talk about incidents that have happened across all games. Obviously, I have only 2 eyes. I can't see all the games, but I can read up about incidents that have happened. And so it's you guys who will join me in picking up on things that have happened. There are big games today. One of the biggest games that will go down today is Napoli hosting Inter Milan. So at the beginning of the season, everybody said Inter Milan, because they lost Ashraf Hakimi, they lost Lukaku, and quite a few other players, the team is going to discombobulated, it's going to be obliterated, they're going to be out of the race even before it starts. But it does not turn out to be like that. The reverse fixture for this match, somehow Napoli were leading at the time with about 7 points, but then a 5-goal thriller ended with Inter Milan cutting their lead to a 4-goal lead. This time around, as they're playing, they're going to be playing tonight. Inter Milan is leading, and Napoli, even with the game in hand, but Napoli will be looking forward to cut that lead. Napoli are also one of the most informed teams in the Italian Serie A so far. So let's see how that goes. But then before I talk about the Manchester United and the Inter Milan game, which is my primary focus today, let's talk about the fixtures of the games that we'll have. Manchester United will play against Southampton. I'll talk about that more later. Brentford, Crystal Palace. The Chelsea-Arsenal game is postponed because Chelsea is playing in the World Club Championship. And don't forget, kudos to great defending. Arsenal won against Southampton Wanderers, who's also one of the informed team in the Premier League, 1-0 a couple of days ago. And Everton will be hosting Leeds United. Frank Lampard will be finding the pressure different from a different side of a blue team compared to the blue team that he coached before he got sacked a couple of months ago, where Thomas Tuchel came in and won the European Champions League. Well, there's also the battle between Watford and Brighton and Hove Albion, and then Norwich City would feel the menace of Manchester City, but not really menace, because the last time these two met, you remember what Norwich did to Manchester City. But this time of the year, Manchester City is always a different kettle of fish. And we'll talk about what Pep Guardiola said about the title race and what he thinks of his team. Montpellier in France will play against Lille. There are only 2 games today. Yesterday, Paris Saint-Germain struggled to win 1 goal. Thank God Mbappe was able to score that late goal, and they won by a goal today. But they've got a good caution in them to make sure that they win that one. Remember, Paris Saint-Germain, their greatest hope this season is to win the Champions League, and they've already said that at the end of the season, Mauricio Pochettino will be fired and let go, and somebody else will come in. Lyon would also be playing in Inform Nice. Those are 2 teams that are informed in the French League 1. In the German Bundesliga, you've got Borussia Mönchengladbach playing against Augsburg, Bochum playing against Bayern Munich, Eintracht Frankfurt playing against Wolfsburg, and you have Freiburg playing against Mainz, Greuther Fürth playing against Hertha Berlin, Bayern Leverkusen playing against Stuttgart. In Italy, where I also have my second pick of the conversation, is Lazio playing against Bologna, Napoli playing against Inter Milan, that's the game, and Torino playing against Venezia. That's the ones that I think. In the fixtures in the Dutch Eredivisie, I'm not going to touch anything there, but just the fixture. Campo playing against Zwolle, Groningen playing against Inter, Venezia playing against PSV Eindhoven. And then you have Cadiz City playing against Celta Vigo in the Spanish La Liga. Villarreal, the Yellow Submarine, will be hosting Real Madrid. Rayo Vallecano will be playing against Osasuna. Atletico Madrid, that was beaten and a disgrace, 4 goals to 2 by 10-man Barcelona. It took 49 minutes for them to score 4 goals. Remember, Dani Alves even scored the 4th goal before he got a red card. Will be trying to redeem their image against Getafe at home as defending champion. In the World Club Championship, Al Hilal, with Jude Ojoegalo leading, wearing jersey number 9, will try to do something against the Red Army of Egypt, Al Ahly, as the lock-ons, just as well as Chelsea will play against Palmares later today. Let's see how that goes. But then, let's come to the 2 major games that I want to talk about. I will be talking about Manchester United, who's playing the early kickoff about an hour, 30 minutes to go in that one. But I would also focus on the Napoli versus Inter Milan game. Napoli-Inter Milan, previously when they met, it was 3-2, 5-goal thriller, and nobody expected that to happen because Napoli was in form at the time and everybody expected them to match on and put a 10-point gap between them and Inter Milan. But that game changed. It was a different story, and today we look at that game and say, okay, that was the beginning of Napoli's stumble, because after that, Ojoegalo got, remember, Victor Osimhen got injured, and things didn't go the way the plan. He didn't even come for the African Cup of Nations, and the story was different. Remember, it was Kaloglu, Ivan Perisic, and Lautaro Martinez who scored in the reverse fixture for Inter Milan, and since then it's a different story. But then, Napoli have also bounced back, okay? They are now a form team. They are second on the log with 24 games played. Inter Milan have played 1 game less. They have 52 points. Inter Milan have 53 points. Also, AC Milan, who are refusing to die hard, okay, are 52 points out of 24 games played. So that's a very, very good one there. What will happen today? Everybody is banking on Inter Milan, Victor Osimhen to lead the charge. But don't forget that Napoli have an African Cup of Nations winner in Kalidou Koulibaly, the vice captain of the team. They also have a Euro Cup winner in Lorenzo Insigne, who for me is the poster boy of the team. And they also have Faisal Ghulam in the team as well, Andrea Petagna, as well as Alejandro Zinoli in the team. Now let's not also forget that they have the 3rd captain of the team, Dries Mertens, in this team, as well as Juan Jesus, not a regular player, but he does come in and does what he knows how to do. There's Fabian Ruiz also in the team, and then there's the Mexican, okay, Hervin Lozano, who comes in and does the damager's job. And I think that this game is going to be great. But then let's not forget that Victor Osimhen is back from injury. He scored last time out when they won 2 goals to nothing, scored in the first half, and then last minute goal again gave them a 2-goal advantage. What's going to happen today? I don't know. I'm rooting for Inter Milan. I'm rooting for Napoli to win. I hope that they get a win out of this one, but it's going to be a close score. It's not going to be easy. So let's come to the Manchester United playing against Southampton game. That's the one with which I will round up. I think that ordinarily, I think that Manchester United will win this game. Yes, Southampton have been in a very good run. They've won 3 out of their last 5, drawn 1 and lost only 1. And that one game they lost was the 3-1 defeat against Wolverhampton Wanderers. But then they've taken the scrap of Brentford. They won that game 4-1. Fantastic number of goals that they scored. They also won in the FA Cup against Coventry 2-1 after a 1-1 90 minutes play. And then they beat Tottenham Hotspur just a few days ago, 3 days ago, 3-2, coming from a 2-1 down to win that game 3-2. But 1 year and 10 days ago, Manchester United defeated this team 9-0 nothing. And then they also played, I think on the 22nd of August 2021, 1-1. So Southampton will be saying that Manchester United that beat us 9-1 is 9-0 is not the same Manchester United that we have right now. Considering the fact that just same 4 days ago, Burnley had a draw against Manchester United 1-1, and Manchester United got knocked out of the English FA Cup by guess who? Middlesbrough, yes, on penalties. And then they also played a very drab draw, 2-2 draw against Aston Villa, where you expected them to win. But then Manchester United have also picked up win against Brentford, 3-1, and they also